Nityanandan. In this video, I want to talk about how did Swamiji save my life. From a very young age, I faced a lot of suffering to the point that I was ready to give up. I remember in my kindergarten when I got a burn, 25% of my body was burnt. Uh, Even now, I get visions of that hospital and many memories I block resist to cognize and remember again. I remember how they put the bandages on me, and every 2 days, once in 2 days, they were ripping them off from my body, and with meat and everything was just blood, everything. I remember how afraid I was, every day living in that fear of pain, even fear of fear. Now making this video. Now making this video, it really, I'm getting these flashbacks to those times. I remember how I was in for treatment, and there was one guy whose 98% of the body was burnt. He literally burnt alive in his workplace. I felt very connected to him. I felt his pain and he felt my pain. Even now I remember his face, which doesn't even have features properly. But I remember how it feels, how he feels, how it feels to be different from others. When I came, I remember how my dad used to come once in a while and give me these CDs like fairy tales to listen to, and it was very funny and nice. I still remember the feeling and the context of those stories. I I remember how my grandma and my mom, they used to read this book about this crocodile, and it used to make me laugh so much, and I was laughing through that suffering, intense pain. I couldn't even move, but it was so funny, I couldn't help it. I was laughing, I had to. Recently I went to Kalabhairava and I had the vision. I confirmed that when my body burned, when those noodles went into my legs, it was the most intense moment of my life, as I remember now. I could witness it happening. The space I experienced, untouched by suffering, completely unclutched in oneness. Even though the body was screaming and skin was just peeling off, Everybody's running, holding me in the bathroom, putting some oil and different things, cold water. I was in complete oneness. The intensity, I had just opened up that dimension in me. Maybe somehow I connected to my suffering. That's why I'm not letting go fully. I'm deciding to let go now and drop in this connection with suffering, requesting Swamiji's and Sangha's blessings. Wow. Completion happened. Wow. Wow. Swamiji. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you for being with me and sharing this experience. I will never forget this. Wow. I'm really grateful for you being here with me and sharing this experience of unclutching from tons and tons and tons of karmas and memories and sufferings that I've identified with myself. I couldn't drop it before because I thought it is part of me. It clutched to the bliss experience I had because caused by intensity of the experience of the burn. God, this is the power of declaration. This is the power of completion. And all of it thanks to Swamiji. If he never happened in my life, I would probably commit suicide. I will probably commit suicide. I bow down to him. And I surrender totally to him. All my incompletions. all my arrogance and ignorance and all my ego, all I think of myself, I surrender totally to you, Swamiji. Requesting yours and Sanga's blessings. If you have ever felt that life is too much, that suffering is too much, you can't bear it, and you're ready to be done with this life, don't give up. With all my confidence and trust on this life and all my experiences, I commit with you. You get in touch with him. With him. Oh God. He will show you that life is worth living. He will give you the reason to live life. And you will realize there is no real reason. The very reason is that you are alive in this body, and it is time to experience life in its fullest. I wanted this video to be dedicated to my Guru, Paramahamsa Nityananda Swamiji, and show his gratitude, because only because of him I'm still alive, and I'm living like a king. I'm living like God, expressing powers, living in the highest state of completion and powerfulness. Everything is possible for me. And if it's possible for me, it is definitely possible for you. The way I connected to Swamiji is through Inner Awakening, through YouTube videos first. I leave the link for YouTube videos, for Inner Awakening also, and for Sadashivatva. These are 3 ways, stages. Best thing is Inner Awakening for when you get few weeks you get to spend with him, and the amount of completion you experience cannot be put in words. I'm giving his blessings to you. All the obstacles will be removed, and you will experience enlightenment in this body itself. Thank you for being with me on this channel. Subscribe. Stay tuned. It's gonna be a very interesting journey. Thank you. Nityananda.